My name is Sophie. I'm 30 years old. And until recently, I was in a 3-year relationship that ended with a sentence I never expected to hear. I told everyone we're taking a break. Not, can we talk? Not, I'm unhappy. Not even, I think we need space. Just a casual announcement that our relationship status had already been decided and communicated to half the people we knew. I met my ex-girlfriend Jenna when I was 27 and she was 26. We worked in the same office building. I was in marketing for a software company. She was an account manager for a design agency on a different floor. We kept running into each other in the lobby coffee shop. One day she joked, if we're going to see each other every morning, we should at least know each other's names. She was charming, funny, the kind of person who could talk to anyone. I'm more introverted, have a few close friends, not a huge circle type. Being with her felt like gaining access to this whole other, louder, more exciting world. We started dating. The first year was great. Spontaneous weekend trips, double dates with her friends, staying up late talking about everything and nothing. Everyone told us we were relationship goals. Instagram photos, silly stories, the works. About a year and a half in, we moved in together. That's when the cracks started to show. Jenna is image conscious in a way I never really understood until we shared a space. The apartment had to look perfect for Instagram. We had to go to the right places, take the right trips, eat at the right restaurants. Our relationship had to look amazing online, even on days when we'd barely spoken. If we had a fight, she'd post a cute couple selfie with my rock in the caption. If I suggested we skip a party and stay in, she'd get moody and say, people are gonna think something's wrong if we disappear. She also had this habit of performing our relationship for other people. If we were with her friends and I did something small, like bring her drink from the bar or help her with her coat, she'd gush loudly, see? This is why she's perfect. And everyone would, ah. But when we were alone and I tried to talk about actual relationship stuff, finances, future plans, boundaries with her mom, she'd shut down, say I was making things heavy, or change the subject. Her mom, by the way, never really liked me. From day one, her mom treated me like the practice girlfriend before the real thing. She'd say stuff like, you're good for now, but Jenna could really end up with anyone she wants. You two are still young, you never know who you'll meet. It was always delivered with a smile, but the message was clear. I was temporary. Jenna used to laugh it off. That's just my mom, she'd say. She thinks no one is good enough for me. Don't take it personally. But over time, her mom's attitude seemed to rub off on her. Anytime we hit a rough patch, Jenna would default to, maybe we're just not meant to be together forever. Maybe this is just a phase. I don't want to feel trapped. I never asked her to marry me or demanded a timeline. I just wanted to feel like we were both genuinely in it. Around year 3, our relationship settled into this weird pattern. To our friends, we were still the fun couple. Online, everything looked cute and stable. At home, we were having the same arguments on repeat. We fought about chores. I was doing most of the invisible stuff. Bills, cleaning, planning. She'd say I was keeping score. Money, I'm cautious. She liked impulsive spending and then stressing about it. Boundaries. She overshared our private arguments with her mom in her group chat, but called me secretive for not doing the same. Whenever I tried to say, this pattern isn't working, we need to actually fix things, not just slap a smile on for everyone else, she'd say, you're making it sound worse than it is. All couples fight. We're fine. Except we weren't fine. We were stuck. I brought up couples therapy once. She immediately shut it down. So now we're some broken couple that needs therapy? She snapped. That's so dramatic. If you're that unhappy, maybe we should take a break. That word break started leaking into more and more arguments after that. If this doesn't change, maybe we need a break. If you're going to keep bringing this up, maybe we should take some time apart. Always as a threat. Never as something we actually sat down and discussed. It was like she wanted the leverage of maybe leaving without the responsibility of deciding. Meanwhile, I was doing a lot of quiet thinking. Had we outgrown each other? Was I holding on because of history? Not health? Was I staying because it was easier than starting over? I still loved her. I still wanted it to work. But there was a growing, heavy feeling in my chest that something fundamental was off. Then, one weekend, everything got forced into the open in a way I never expected. And it started, fittingly, with social media. It was a Saturday afternoon. Jenna was out having brunch and shopping with her best friend, Lauren. I was home doing laundry, cleaning, and catching up on some work emails. My phone buzzed with a notification. Lauren had posted an Instagram story, a boomerang of their mimosas clinking, captioned, Breaks are hard but necessary number. Self-care number, new chapter. I thought it was about Lauren. She'd been having off-Yoon drama with some guy. Then another notification. A mutual friend DM'd me. Hey, are you okay? Just saw Lauren's story. Didn't know you and Jenna were on a break. My stomach dropped. Another message came in from a different friend. I'm here if you want to talk. That post seemed pretty intense. I clicked back to Lauren's story and tapped to the next slide. It was a selfie of Jenna and Lauren, slightly pouty but glamorous text over it, talking through my breakup-lish break with this queen. Remember, you deserve someone who chooses you fully or not at all. My heart was pounding. Breakup-lish. Break? What the hell? I scrolled through the rest of Lauren's stories. A couple of vague quotes about letting go, outgrowing people, and loving yourself enough to leave, all clearly aimed at someone. I checked Jenna's profile. Nothing obvious there, but I noticed she'd quietly changed her relationship status from in a relationship to nothing at all. No announcement, no talk, no conversation, just quiet erasure. My hands were shaking as I texted her. Hey, are we on a break? I'm getting messages from people and seeing some weird posts. She didn't reply for a solid 30 minutes. Then, can we talk when I get home? I don't want to do this over text. That sinking feeling in my chest got heavier. When she finally came back to the apartment, she dropped her bag, took off her shoes slowly, and sat on the edge of the couch like someone about to deliver bad news. I sat across from her, heart in my throat. What's going on? I asked. She sighed dramatically. My mom and Lauren both think I need space. They've been telling me for months that I seem unhappy, that I'm shrinking, that I'm not myself with you. I clenched my jaw. And what do you think? She avoided my eyes. I think they're not entirely wrong. I've been thinking about it a lot. About us. About where this is going. I nodded slowly. Okay, and? She took a breath. I told Lauren and my mom that we're taking a break. The words felt like ice water. You told them, I repeated. Before telling me? She winced. I know how that sounds. I needed to say it out loud to someone. I needed to try the idea on. And they both agreed it was for the best. So I kind of told them we were on a break. I stared at her. So half our social circle already thinks we're on a break, I said, before we've even had a single conversation about it. She rushed to defend herself. It's not like that, she said. I was going to talk to you today anyway. I needed support. I'm overwhelmed. Every time I bring up being unhappy, you either get defensive or you start fixing things like it's a to-do list. I needed someone to validate that it's okay to consider space. I forced myself to stay calm. Okay, I said slowly. So what does taking a break mean to you? Are we breaking up? Are we pausing? Are we seeing other people? What's the definition here? She looked annoyed. This is what I mean. You go straight into logistics. Can we just sit with how I feel for a second? I swallowed. We can do both. Acknowledge feelings and define terms. Because right now, you've already told people we're on a break. That has consequences. She rubbed her temples. To me, it means we're not together right now. We're taking space. We're not making plans. We're not stuck in the same patterns. Maybe we don't live together for a bit. And are we exclusive during this break? I asked. Or is this a free-for-all? She hesitated. I don't know. I haven't decided. I just know I need distance to figure out if this relationship is right for me long-term. I felt something inside me shift. It wasn't anger. Not exactly. It was clarity. Let me repeat this back to you, I said. You've told your mom and best friend that we're on a break. You've let that narrative go out to other people. You can't explain what a break actually looks like or what boundaries it has, and you're not sure if you want to be with me long-term. She folded her arms. You're twisting it. I'm summarizing it, I replied. She sighed. Look, I don't want to just throw away 3 years. I still care about you. I just don't know if I'm in love with you the way I should be. And my mom keeps asking, if you're this unsure, why are you still there? I don't have an answer. There it was again. No answer. I sat back, suddenly calm, almost eerily calm. Okay, I said. She blinked. Okay, what? Okay, I repeated. We're not taking a break. We're breaking up. Her eyes widened. That's not what I said. I said a break. Time to think. Time to decide. I nodded. You've already decided. You just don't want to own it. She opened her mouth to argue, but I kept going. You've been letting your mom and Lauren question our relationship for months. You've been telling them you're unhappy instead of telling me. You told other people we were on a break before even talking to me. That's not someone who's fighting for this. That's someone who wants out but doesn't want to be the bad guy. Her face flushed. That's not fair. I'm allowed to talk to my mom and my best friend about my relationship. Sure, I said. But there's a difference between venting and pre-announcing a breakup you haven't had yet. She glared at me. Why are you being so cold? I thought you'd at least want to talk about it. Maybe try to fix things. You're just accepting it? I felt an almost inappropriate urge to laugh. You expected me to beg, I said quietly. You expected a scene, tears, pleading. Maybe then you could say, I tried to leave but she begged me to stay, so I gave it another shot, and keep the door half open. Her silence was all the confirmation I needed. Instead, I took a breath and said the thing that surprised even me. Thank you. She frowned. For what? For finally saying out loud what you've been acting like for months, I said. For giving me a clear answer. For making it easy to stop investing in someone who's already halfway out the door. She stared at me like I'd grown a second head. So that's it? She said. 3 years and you're just done? You told everyone we're taking a break, I said. I'm just updating the status. It's a breakup. She shook her head. You're being dramatic. We can take a week, 2 weeks. Think about it. No, I said, standing up. You've been thinking about it for months. You just never thought to tell me until other people already knew. That tells me everything I need to know about where I fall on your priority list. She opened her mouth, closed it. Looked like she wanted to cry, but wasn't sure if that would work on me right then. I added, not unkindly. I wish you'd figured this out without running it through a focus group first. But since you did, I'm taking the hint. Then I went to the bedroom, grabbed an overnight bag, and started packing some essentials. She followed me. Where are you going? I'm going to sleep at a friend's for a few nights, I said. Then we'll talk logistics, the lease, the furniture, all of that. But emotionally, I'm done with break limbo. She looked stunned. I thought you wanted to be with me. I did, I said. I wanted to be with someone who wanted to be with me back. Not someone who tells people we're taking a break and can't explain why she's even still in the relationship. As I left with my bag, I turned back and repeated, gently but firmly, thank you for making my decision easier. Then I closed the door behind me. The first night on my friend Lily's couch, I didn't sleep much. I just lay there staring at the ceiling, replaying the last 3 years, wondering if I'd missed some big sign, some crucial moment when I should have ended things earlier. Lily, bless her, didn't push. She handed me a mug of tea and said, you're allowed to just exist today. No big decisions, no explanations. Over the next few days, the fallout rolled in. First, Jenna texted. I told my mom we're actually broken up now. She said you overreacted and are being childish. Then, Lauren says you're being dramatic and thanking me was petty. Then, I didn't want to break up. I wanted us to work on things. You're the one ending it. I stared at those messages for a long time before replying. You told people we were on a break without talking to me. You've been letting your mom and friend pick apart our relationship for months while not being honest with me. That's ending it in everything but name. I'm just catching up to where you already were. She responded. So that's it? No second chance? No discussion? I wrote back. We've been discussing the same issues for a year. You chose to bring your mom and Lauren into it, instead of talking to me directly. I'm not interested in being the third voice in a relationship between you and your mother. She didn't reply after that. Then came the side commentary. One of our mutual friends texted me. Jenna's really upset. She says you blindsided her by turning a break into a breakup. I answered. She told people we were on a break before even telling me. If anyone was blindsided, it was me. I just decided not to live in limbo. My mom, when I told her what happened, said, I'm proud of you for not begging someone to stay who clearly didn't know if they wanted you. That's not a foundation for a life. There was guilt, of course. I kept thinking, maybe I should have given her that break she wanted. Maybe I should have agreed to 2 weeks apart and then talked again. Maybe I'm the one who gave up too fast. But every time I went down that road, I remembered. She'd already changed our status in her head. She'd already enlisted her mom and best friend as consultants. She'd already told people we were taking a break like it was a done deal. If I'd stayed, I would have been chasing the approval of a girlfriend who didn't know if she wanted me, a mother Venyala who definitely didn't, and a social circle who liked the idea of us more than the reality. Instead, I chose me. A week later, I went back to the apartment with Lily to pack up my things properly. Jenna was there. It was awkward but civil. We divided furniture and kitchen stuff. She insisted on keeping the couch. I picked it out. I took the bed frame and my desk. We walked around the space we'd shared, turning joint possessions into separate piles. At one point, she said quietly, I didn't expect you to actually leave. I said, I didn't expect you to tell people we were on a break before telling me. here we are. She sighed. Do you hate me? I shook my head. No, I don't hate you. I think you're scared. I think you've spent your whole life letting your mom's voice drown out your own. I think you didn't want to be the villain, so you tried to let this die slowly instead of making a clean cut. She looked like she might cry. Maybe. But I did love you. I know, I said. I loved you too. That doesn't mean we were good for each other in the end. We didn't hug goodbye. It felt too final and too fragile at the same time. Now, a couple of months later, I'm in a small one-bedroom apartment of my own. It's not Instagram worthy. The couch doesn't match the rug. There are dishes in the sink more often than there should be. But I can breathe. I go to work, see friends, go to therapy, and slowly peel off the layers of not enough that being in Jenna's mom's shadow put on me. Sometimes I miss Jenna. The good parts. The inside jokes, the Saturday mornings in bed, the way she used to dance around the kitchen. But then I remember sitting on that couch while she told me, almost casually, that she'd already told everyone we were taking a break. Like I was a guest star in my own relationship. And I'm grateful I said okay and thank you instead of begging her to reconsider. Because here's what I've realized. If someone doesn't know why they're with you, that's your sign to step away, not a cue to work harder to convince them. So now I want to throw the question out there, Reddit style. Was I wrong for treating my girlfriend's "we're taking a break" announcement as a breakup and walking away? Should I have agreed to an undefined break to give her time? Or was saying okay and thanking her for making my decision easy the only healthy choice for me? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like stories like this, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more Reddit-style relationship drama and Sophia storytime content.